Let's be honest about this. The reason that a lot of people do not continue coming to church has nothing to do with their faith being lessened or the gospel not feeling right. A lot of times it's the people who offend other people inadvertently, in many cases, probably most, and sometimes on purpose. But the truth is that is something that is kind of within the culture of we need to get everyone to church, whether they're there or not. And so a lot of our thought process and the way that we go about it can make someone feel very much like a project and that they're not really a person, they're just a number. And I've seen that at times. And I also understand it from a perspective of being offended or hurt by things people have said. I've heard stories from other people who've confided in me that they really do enjoy going to church, but they've been hurt by this one member or maybe a few members who've said things that are insensitive. And so they have negative feelings about being able to go to church, don't want to have those negative feelings, so they just choose not to go. And it's easy for us to just sit there and say, well, people aren't the reason we attend church. And while that's true, that doesn't necessarily make it easier. I personally have had people say things to me that have been offensive and hurt my feelings. And I will be completely open and honest that there have been times, even in the last few years, where I haven't wanted to go to church because of something that someone has said to me that has bothered me and rubbed me the wrong way and made me think that is not something that a true disciple of Jesus Christ would say. And then I've had to remember that they are human, they make mistakes. I probably said things to people as well that are unkind or insensitive also. And I do remind myself that the reason I go to church is to partake of the sacrament and to worship my Savior Jesus Christ, not for other people. But that's not always something that's easy to remember. And I think that's where we need to give grace to others who don't see it or don't feel the exact same as we do. And the most important thing here is that when we come across others who are not attending church or whatever reason, we need to approach them as friends. It can't be about getting them to come back to church or getting them back to the temple. It needs to be that we truly love them, we truly care about them, and build that friendship first. That's what the Savior did. He was a friend first. He loved people first. And if you are someone who's been offended and stopped going to church, totally get and understand. And I would say open your heart to people who are trying to be friends and don't assume that you are a project. Maybe in some of their eyes you are, but for many of us, that's not the way it is. I know that people think that they're a project when I don't feel that way. I just want to be their friend and to show them that they're cared about and they have value. I have a related video that's in the link here that goes more in depth on this subject. If you're interested, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more of this type of video content. Thank you.